Well, what I am going to tell you is the first UK problems are arising. I have got some stuff to figure out. Ordered already some new parts that were already been bought, and we need to change out. Hopefully this is the only thing, but I kind of started thinking that we will have some more problems with this. So next up is I want to fit the brake booster, but of course the holes are not in the same angle anymore. As usual, we need to adjust something. So I'm going to take the pedal box out, the steering column out, so we can fit in and drill some holes for the new brake booster, and then we can work our way upwards from there. Of the holes. Okay, that's all measured out. Let's get some holes in there. So that's the brake cylinder in. Now we're off to the brake pedal and the gas pedal. I would like it if we can put this full box in, but it's way too high. And since we've got all the parts we need, just start cutting and see if we can move it upwards and maybe reinforce it later when it would be necessary. I'm not sure yet, but just, well, I like to cut it and see where we'll end up. Hopefully we can click it on the brake cylinder so it will be in a good position, because then it's the hole, it's the same like the original hole, so the pedal should be in the same, aroundish the same height. And we can work from there. So let's start some cutting on the plastics and see if we can move it into the right spot. So now the plastics, let's start some cutting and see how far we can get this up. Up and in. Okay, let's see how far along from fitting this we are. Steering wheel out first, because there is not enough room for me to work. I have such a lovely job just laying down. Okay, need some more cutting. This off, flatten this out, chop, chop, chop. So, okay, got a big chunk, cut it off and flattened out. Maybe some more, but we're getting closer now. Okay, a tiny bit more cutting on the back, and then I'm closely there. And here we go again. And climb again. Gas pedal is in, brake pedal is in. Just steering wheel and we're ready to drive. Or not. This is going easy. I don't think the rest will be easy, but sometimes we need to have some bit of luck that this is fitting so nice. I need some reinforcement up top because it's going forward, but that's no big issue. Just some reinforcement brackets like I expected it to be. Okay, so now the tinkering game will begin, because we were going to try to get maybe the original RS3 steering column in, or partly of that, and we need of course the a big piece of the original steering column to make it all come together. So let's think about how we get a big piece of this, cut it out, back in. Maybe we can even use this to reinforce the plastic plates. Then we can go back to the steering column. We can put the original steering column back in, and then we can work our way to the RS3 steering column. If we can use this ignition switch and the complete steering column fitted onto these brackets, and well, this is all too much stuff right now, so we need to cut this off, but leave this one for the steering column, and maybe we can use this plate to reinforce the plastic pedals. So let's take this to the tinkering and grinding box. Okay, that is another base to work with. I know the pedals won't fit on here for now. We should probably get some more room over here. I hope on this side we're going to make it. But let's see. And we got the bracket for the steering column, so we can hang in the original steering column back in, and then we can measure if we can fit the RS3 steering column in. So this is the brake booster that we got with the motor and with all the rest of the stuff. But I think we got a problem. So as you can see, this is coming really a lot forward to the engine, and this is up really high. And I know that the airbox is normally over there. But with this and how big this is, I'm not sure that we're going to make this fit. Check this out. So this is roughly the place that the air pipe for the airbox is coming, and the airbox should start over here. Houston, we've got a problem. This is not going to fit. So then what you do, you start Googling and see, well, what's wrong or what could be wrong. Then we got these first pictures, and the European version looks like the brake booster is way smaller. Okay, that is a little different. New search. UK Audi. Oh, okay. Here we've got something. Look at over there. Here you can see this is more like what we've got. And the European version, we go another search and we do it in Europe. Look at over here. It is way smaller and it's just behind there. If you compare it to the UK version. Okay, there's the first problem we got. So what did I do? Well, we've got another brake booster. So we're going to put that in now, and then we can see if we got some more playroom. This can only mean one thing. Go back inside again. I am a little worried. I hope they did not change out these holes. Because I did a real quick look and I thought the holes were different as well. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Tuner Live. Yes, these are the things. Well, they are different. And even the mounting points are UK swapped around. All the people with the wrong side of the road, and they mount everything on the wrong side as well. And these are the gas pedals, and they are different. So I'm going to mount this in again, and hopefully I can drill a hole over here. That stud will be behind in the plastics over there, and I will make 2 new mounting brackets on this so we can mount it on the gas pedal later on. This is way lower, so this is probably a better one. Hello, Mr. Under the Desk again. Okay, so why should they make it easy for me? So, if you look at this brake booster, this is real short and almost the same length as the original one. So I mounted the pedal box on the bulkhead, and this was actually fitting really nice. But now, of course, we needed to make the European version fit. But look at this. That is freaking way longer. So now I have this problem. This is a long way from the bulkhead. So here you can see the differences if we put it around the same. So, or we need to shorten this, or we need to switch out some stuff. Let's see what the possibilities are. Okay, I need a different approach. Ball joints are both the same. This is a nice and thin one. I got this laying around, so why not cut this off, make thread on it, make thread on this, so we can wind it in and adjust it a little bit up there. Okay, that's the first step done. Now we've got a little playroom, I guess, with the pedal on how far it will be forward. So there is some playroom, and we can put shims behind the brake booster to shim it out a little bit. So now we need to cut this one and get some thread on. And if this is not working, we can always go to the old one and make that in a good length. So we need to save that. This came out. Well. Okay, so cut some test pieces out of wood just to measure the height and if we can move with it in the car. At the end, I'm probably going to make these from aluminium, but for now I want to test it and see if the pedals will fit right. So these are the pieces that we were drawing. They stick together, move the bolts to, and after adjusting all the parts from the pedals, this should fit on the original mounting point. Later on we can reinforce it over here so it will be connected to there, that the pedals won't move anymore. And again we go in. So we've got some studs on there. Well, it was still not easy, but it went way better and everything is fitting. Floor mat's still fitting behind the panel. The pedals are moving freely and it looks like it's dead center for the brake booster. So this is kinda looking pretty darn good. We can still fit the floors and everything behind. Well, it feels like forever adjusting the crazy gas pedal and brake booster plate because, well, it's got a lot of functions. It needs to hold the steering rack, it needs to hold the brake booster, it needs to hold the brake and gas pedal. So all those things in one place. So it's kind of obvious it needs a lot of work to get all those new parts fitted. So I'm going to weld on some more threads and drill in some more holes. Well, to get everything connected on that one plate and make it rigid to hold all that stuff. Okay, so I welded on some track nuts because they have this nice round edge which you can weld on to, and that makes it really easy. And we've got this nice round flat bushings which we can adjust to fill in to the filling plates for the pedals. So look at this. Now we've got these nice round welds and we can make the plate fill just over them all. And we got these extra holes for the brake booster, and now we can, behind the big brake booster, we can screw this on so we get more rigid on the plate where it's all connected to. And then the final step is to get this done and mount it to the gas pedal as well, and then it should be ready to go for the steering column. Man, for just one plate. Well, that is in and sitting really crazy nice. And if you look at this, this is the final piece of the wood with all kinds of layers of construction and mounting stuff, but we are there. So now I am ready for the gas pedal. You can first mount the brake booster, then we can fill it out, and now we're ready for the gas pedal. But this is why I am happy on doing it with wood. I did a couple of test runs, so these can all go away now. So in my calculations I should be able to fit the gas pedal right now. What the fuck is er? Zit er nou weer allemaal in de weg? What? Or not. Fuck you. Wat is er allemaal aan de hand? Yeah. Nothing is easy. This freaking laying down position. And then I can already see my next problem. So now the brake booster is in, but it's so much bigger. Normally the steering wheel goes to there. Crap. Holy shit balls. Never ending story this seems to be. Okay. This is what I did today for 50 times or so. Yeah. But we got to keep going. Well, this is the true tuning game. One step forward, one thing mounted, 2 steps backwards. I got some ideas, but this is not fitting with this big brake booster because my steering column can't go in right now. So now I'm up. Mount the steering column again. We need to mount it anyway to measure out the RS3 one. Well, that is it for this episode. Another great progress on the Mark II. Engine is in. Well, pedals are getting along. Got the first ideas for the steering column and the brake booster. So like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you all for watching and see you in the next episode.